Govinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Welcome, dear devotees and guests. Special welcome to those who are here for the first time. Gibt es jemand, der kein Englisch versteht? Very good, then we can just continue in English. So now we're going to have a lecture for 1 hour. And we are very fortunate we have with us His Grace Deena Dayal Prabhu. Let us welcome him by loudly chanting Haribo!
Haribo!
Please, Deena Dayal. Deena Dayal Prabhu is a devotee from ISKCON Langenthal. I don't know if you have visited ISKCON Langenthal. There is another temple. They have quite a big community, mainly with families. They also have a school. And they raise their children in a Krishna conscious way. Also Deena Dayal, he has his son in Langenthal. Deena Dayal Prabhu is a disciple of His Grace Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu, and today we'll speak about the importance of Guru, the importance of the spiritual master in attaining the highest goal of spiritual life, which is pure love of Godhead. Thank you, Deena Dayal Prabhu, for coming.
Krishna. Yeah. Danke. Oder soll ich Deutsch? Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to speak some Krishna Katha here in Zurich, wonderful Zurich temple. First start with Jai Radha Madhava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudeva ki jai. Jai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, Shri Sudarshan Chakra ki jai. Shri Shinitai Gaura Chanda ki jai. Pralad Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki jai. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, 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 Jaya Yashon Gopijana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Yashoda Nandana, Jaya Grajajana Ranjana, Jaya Grajajana Ranjana, Shri Radha Madhava Ki Jai. Timirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayang Datati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Kamalam Shri Gurung Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatang Sahagana Raghunatang Vitang Tang Sajivang Sadvaitang Savadhutang Parijana Saitang Krishna Chaitanya Devang Shri Radha Krishna Padang Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, as Damodar Prasad Prabhu was explaining today, so the goal, actually he was just mentioning the topic of the class today. So what is the goal of this Bhakti Yoga process? What is the goal of the Krishna conscious movement? So the goal is to attain a love of Godhead. Krishna Prem is called. So on that path, it's not so easy path, but like everywhere when we want to learn something, we need a teacher. In the school we need a teacher. Whatever field we want to learn something, we need a teacher. So similarly also in spiritual life, we need a teacher. It's called Guru. So it is very important that in this Bhakti Yoga process we don't add anything and we don't take out anything. So whatever knowledge we get from our spiritual master, we should try to not add anything and not to take out anything. Like that, it is guaranteed that the process will work. So I will just try to repeat a class which I heard. It was actually shortly before taking initiation. It was 2011. It was in Rotterdam. I think this is Holland, no? Yeah. So Gurudev was saying, so we are here to speak Harikatha, some Krishna Katha. And as Krishna, Krishna's name is not different from Krishna. Similarly, Krishna Katha means topics about Krishna. They are not different from Krishna because Krishna is absolute. So if we listen to Krishna Katha, topics about Krishna, then we are with Krishna. Similarly, when we are chanting Krishna's name, then also we are with Krishna. At least for some time, our ears, they are not getting other sound vibrations. Because so many different sounds are outside in the world. In Sanskrit it's called Gramya Katha, village talk. And as we all know, this village talk, they are not necessarily elevating our consciousness, rather it brings it down. So, but today we speak some Krishna Katha. And this is not manufactured one. And it's not manufactured. So it is coming from the lotus lips of the Acharyas. Acharya means someone who, in German we say, die tun nicht nur Wasser predigen und Wein trinken. So, das sind Menschen oder Seelen, Heilige, die wirklich das auch ausführen, was sie sagen. So, Acharya means someone who is really doing what he's speaking. So we are speaking something from previous Acharyas, from Srila Prabhupada, from our spiritual master, Param Gurudev, Gauragovinda Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and so on. So we just take the remnants, so to say. And there are so much remnants. No need to invent something new. So finally this Krishna Katha comes from the reservoir. And the reservoir is Krishna. Everything is coming from Krishna. The only thing is that we should be connected to that source. So if we connect ourselves to that source, then we can relish this Krishna Katha. So means we should also pray. Therefore before starting class we have all these prayers. It's nice to know them, what is the meaning of these prayers. So then we get mercy to that this Krishna Katha, these topics, they can enter not just in our ears and then here again out, but they can really enter into the heart and some changes will happen. Some purification. So but if we are not connected, then we cannot relish it. So therefore in Bhakti Yoga 9 methods are given. And it starts with Shravanam, listening. So then are other processes, Shravanam, then Kirtanam, means after one has listened about Bhakti Yoga something, he will start to glorify the Lord by Kirtan, by uttering Krishna's names, Krishna's glories, and then Pada Sevanam, serving the Lord. So one by one is there. But first is Shravanam. But nowadays, people are not listening to that Krishna Katha. They are listening to village talks so much, and this will not help us. And nowadays, in so many places, there is fighting is going on. And this was 2011, the class was given. Gurudev is speaking here about terrorism. One country is attacking the other country. So these things are going on. And sometimes fighting in the name of dharma, in the name of religion is going on. But why fighting? Why there will be fighting in the name of religion? So the question is, what is the real religion? If you understand what is real religion, and Sanskrit name for that is dharma, then we will not fight. So then is the question, what is our dharma, our religion, our true religion? But because we don't know that, so then Hindus are fighting against Muslims against Hindus, and Christian against Muslim, and so on, like that. So many communities, they are fighting because they don't know what is dharma, what is the real religion. So Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita is saying, Mamam mamaivam jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatan. Eternally, we souls, we are part and parcel of Krishna. So that's actually the first thing we should understand, that we are not the body. The body is like a vehicle, like a machine. And inside this is the soul, which is transcendental, full of consciousness, which is having a free will, and many, many other qualities also. That we should understand. So Krishna is saying this soul here is part of him. Sanatan, eternally we are part and parcel of Krishna. Not just today or tomorrow. We are always part and parcel of Krishna. And since we are part and parcel of him, it's our duty to cooperate. And what happens when we don't cooperate? Then we have a world like that, as we have it today. So we have to cooperate with him and help him. In other words, we have to serve him. So this is our constitutional position. As the different limbs of the body, like the hands, the legs and so on, they are serving the body. Huh? They look like the stomach gets food, so in the stomach he will just distribute this energy or this minerals and vitamins and everything in a perfect way, again back to all the limbs. So the limbs will become ecstatic. Now I got my energy. Similarly, when we just serve the Lord, actually the senses of the Lord, this will be a topic later on, then we are nourished, our soul is nourished. So when we realize this, what is our constitutional position, that we are servitors of Krishna, so then if we start to serve him, then we are in our true dharma. That's then our true religion, which we are just putting in praxis. So then what is the use of fighting among ourselves? When we understand what is our proper dharma, what is our constitutional position. So we are a soul. We should become soul conscious. And then we can understand that actually this body is temporary. Through the teachings of Bhagavad Gita we can understand that the soul is eternally living, so therefore we don't want to die. Nobody wants to die. Basically. Just if they don't know what's the life's purpose, then suddenly they say, nah, now is enough. But basically the soul doesn't want to die. So if she understands that, okay, the body is temporary, the gross body, subtle body, everything is temporary, false ego, mind, like that, she will then try to go in a different way in her life. We can see when the body is death, why we do not accept the body anymore. When the prana, the life airs, goes out of the body, then we are just rejecting the body. Even we don't like to touch death bodies. And why it's like that? Because inside was the soul was inside, and now it went out. So another name for soul is Atma, or Jiva, also Jiva. When the soul is conditioned in this world, it's called the Jiva. And we see with this body what human society is doing. They are burning it, they are buried it, this is like vergraben. They are throwing them away. Sometimes it's done like that, because useless. The body becomes useless for us. But now, every one of us loves the body, making it very nice, beautiful. So much attention we put to that body. But the body is actually like, how to say, if we have gloves, glove, it will move. But if I take my hand out, it will not move. So basically it's death. Similarly, this body basically is death body, but just because the soul is inside, it is just moving. So that's the reality. And by studying Bhagavad Gita and the teachings of the previous Acharya and getting the mercy, by serving them, we can understand this. So now the question, okay, we are a soul, we are by nature servants of the Lord, that is our dharma, that's our duty. So now I'm just jumping by speaking without considering what is written here. Yeah. So we are eternally servitors of the Lord. We should serve him eternally. Bhagavan is served by the souls eternally, and it is called Bhagavad Dharma. But the people usually they don't know it. We think I'm to be served, and for that I need servants, and everyone should become servant of me. Then we will act in a crooked way, so that somehow or other people will give service to me. That's our mentality. And what is the result? We are just suffering because nobody wants to serve me. So we should make a change, switch like the switch of the light. So make a switch. And it's not complicated. We are not the enjoyer. We are meant to be enjoyed by the Lord. And we are not the controller, but we are controlled by the Lord. And we are not the one meant to be served. No, we are servants of the Lord. It's not a big, very complicated philosophy. It's very simple actually. But to put it in praxis is another thing. So, people don't know it, what is Dharma, what is real religion. Therefore they say Hindu Dharma, Christian Dharma, Muslim Dharma, and so on. Many, many concoctions. Srila Prabhupada is saying in that connection that one may change his religion, one may be Buddhist and Hinduist and Christian and so on, but he cannot change his eternal, his Sanatana Dharma, means that he is eternally servant of Krishna. This he cannot change. So that is Bhagavad Dharma. So where we find where these things are described, this science of what is real religion, eternal religion, the religion of the soul, is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam is dealing only with Bhagavad Dharma. Dharma prachita ketavatra paramanyam matsaranam satam, completely rejecting all religious activities which are naturally motivated, this Bhagavad Purana propounds the highest truth. So that is something which is wonderful since the beginning. The second verse, Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, telling us that here forget about trying to enjoy the Bhakti Yoga principle. We are not here to enjoy. We are here to give pleasure to the Lord. Automatically we'll get pleasure. Like the hand is having a fruit, is giving to the stomach, so the hand is sacrificing what it has. But it should have faith that later on it will get everything. Similarly, we should develop faith. That by giving everything to the Lord, will become really satisfied, really blissful. So what is the goal of Sanatana Dharma, eternal religion? Someone knows? Spoke it actually already? Serve Krishna. Yes, what will be the result? Yeah. Krishna Prem, love of Godhead. And where we will find it? Descriptions of that. Again, Srimad Bhagavatam. There are different books. We should go one by one until 10th canto, 11th canto, 12th canto, like that. When I started in Langenthal, we started with first canto. Now we are at the 10th canto. Now even Rasa dance is going on. We just read it. We don't go into it because we are not qualified. So, but there the dealings, the intimate dealings of the Lord are described, and there is nothing more wonderful than that. We cannot find anything more sweet than that. So, Krishna Prem is described there, and we should try to go for it. So in Srimad Bhagavatam it is stated how one will get Krishna Prem. So Srimad Bhagavatam is giving that message, that Krishna is the only enjoyer. He is the object of love. Others are meant to give enjoyment to him. And if one will give enjoyment to Krishna, and Krishna will enjoy, then we can develop a loving relationship with him. And this is not so difficult. I mean, here is elevated soul is speaking that, it's not so difficult. We see that sometimes it's for us not so easy, but here he's saying actually it's not difficult. Huh? To develop love for Krishna, it's not difficult. Because Atma will be connected with Paramatma. So is it difficult? We know Atma is there, the soul, Hridaya, I think. In the heart. The soul is sitting in the heart, and just next to the soul is Paramatma, the super soul. So Krishna is also here as Paramatma, present in the heart. But we go to South America, we go to Norway, we go to America, we go everywhere to search some happiness. But actually Krishna makes it quite easy. No need to spend that much money, no need to go anywhere, no need to search anywhere. He's just next to us. So both are sitting in the heart together. So in that sense, is it difficult to develop a relationship with him? He is not far. No need to go, here Gurudev is saying, no need to go to Switzerland. Because we are now in Holland. To develop a relationship with Paramatma. He is very near, sitting in the heart. So, and this thing Bhagavatam is explaining to us. So therefore we must recite Bhagavatam regularly. Every day. Srimad Bhagavatam 1:2-18 it is said Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktiya bhavati naishtaki. Nityam bhagavata sevaya. Every day we should hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So, but now still, why we are not developing love for Bhagavan Krishna? Huh? We have so much love for other things, but we don't have love for Bhagavan Krishna. Because abhadreshu, it means dirts are there in our heart. So much dirts are accumulated in our heart, not just recently, but many lifetimes. We can see some children, they are born, like a friend of mine, I saw her child, I thought, wow, that's a... And she herself said, yes, a happy baby. And happy baby. Just looking with big eyes in the world and just smiling at everyone who came, just smiling. Other children, they are just fearful, looking around and full of fear. So that's because they are getting something with them from the previous life. And this is science which is already like nicely discussed in other books, in other lectures. But so much dirt are there because we have so many desires, so many material desires. And therefore the dirts are accumulating and accumulating. But how they will go out of our heart so that Krishna can come in our heart? How? Sava upadi vinirmuttam muktam tat paratvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti uchyate. This is the process. Sarva upadi vinirmuttam. First, we should give up our material designations. Due to our material designations, we are not able to go to Krishna. We are not able to develop love for him. The gopis, for example, the cowherd girls, in that time, actually it's an eternal lila, an eternal situation. But Krishna came also 5,000 years ago and manifested all these intimate, very loving pastimes in Vrindavan. So they were not having any designations. They were only thinking about Krishna's pleasure. Therefore, when we start doing service, when we start to chant Hare Krishna, when we start our japa, when we start reading a book, even today I was with the children, we did some football. We have this FC football club Hare Krishna. I was not praying before. I was not praying before, and it ended up like not nice. It was not ending up nice. So for everything which is either direct service or somehow connected. We should pray. Then mercy will flow and we will feel Krishna's presence. So therefore they were giving the love without having designations. Nirupadi Priti, without designations. Only one designations, we are servitor of Krishna. We asked so many questions during our, how many years? 17 years, which we know our Gurudev. Unlimited questions we were asking. One time, I was quite, again I asked a question, so then he said, see, what do you want to know? You are Krishna's servant and Krishna has to be served in favorable directions. That's all. That's all. So therefore, we should get service, personal service from our spiritual master. If we don't have a spiritual master yet, we should cry for it, to get a bona fide spiritual master. But that will be engaged in service. By doing that service according to his guidance, we will get so much pleasure. And these temples, they are meant to facilitate that service to the Lord. So authorities are here taking responsibilities and giving service. They're actually not giving just service, they're giving mercy. So we should accept that. But first we should give up our designations. Not that I'm a president, I'm a sannyas, I'm guru, I'm brahmachari, in my case I'm a grihastha, I'm a king, and so on. So these designations will not help us. Rather, by that designations we cannot develop love for Krishna. So sarvo padi vinaya muktam. When we can give up these designations, that just I'm a man, I'm a woman, or I'm Swiss, I'm Russian, I'm American, I'm Indian, what not, no? When we can give this up and come to the understanding that I'm an eternal servant of the Lord, then everything becomes clear, crystal clear. And here, Rishikena, Rishikesha, Sevanam. By our senses, we are serving so many. But is it really giving us pleasure? Many, they go with the dog, then the dog passes stool and they serve the dog by cleaning that stool. Is it giving us really pleasure? So the senses are not engaged in the service of the senses to the Lord. Therefore we don't relish happiness, real happiness, deep happiness. Therefore we are always like a donkey, no? Running after the, what's that, carrot. Always running after the carrot. Previously I was smoking. One day I was smoking a cigarette, having a cigarette in my mouth, and my mind went, oh, I look forward for the next cigarette, and I look forward to enjoy the next cigarette. But I was smoking. I was thinking, someone is cheating me here. Really, someone is cheating me here. And that's the mind, that's Maya, the illusionary energy. Already we are enjoying something, we are hankering from something, we get it, and what happiness is there? Very small, like a spark, then it goes. So when our senses are not engaged in the service of the senses of Bhagavan, then they will just serve the body and the body-related one, from morning till night. Until we are sleeping, we are serving others. We are serving the government, we are serving the wife is serving husband is serving the wife, is serving children, husband also, like that. So, but it is really giving love to us? Can we say we are fully satisfied? No, because that is not love. So now question is, what is love? Love is if I will not have any demand inside, on no expectations. I will serve Krishna without motive, without any desire to have for myself, without self-interest. I'm serving for His pleasure only. And when I'm serving for His pleasure only, then He will become very happy. And when someone becomes very happy, he becomes also very beautiful. Therefore, the gopis were making themselves beautiful. They saw Krishna. Oh, he becomes happy by that. He's smiling. He becomes more beautiful. They were seeing, oh, he becomes more beautiful. They were smiling more. And they were becoming more beautiful. Then he saw, oh, the gopis become now more beautiful. So then he was more happy, more beautiful, more shining. And then the gopis saw, oh, now Krishna is becoming more beautiful. And then again become more beautiful. So there's this never-ending story. So we can just imagine. So when Krishna sees that everyone is just coming to serve Him, to give pleasure to Him, then He becomes very happy. And when we are not coming to serve Him, when we are going to serve others, then He's not happy. But He's not interfering. We have a free will. He's keeping quiet. Just witnessing, but getting pain in His heart. But when we are coming to serve Him, He'll become very happy. And if He was not attractive, very beautiful, then why the gopis were and running after Him? Running to Him, sorry. In the midnight. Krishna was playing his flute and the gopis, they run in the midnight to Him. To meet Him, to give Him pleasure. When they were listening the flute of Bhagavan Krishna, Krishna was playing the flute, then the gopis could not remain quiet. They were running. So now a very wonderful point. Similarly, in this age of Kali, if we want to go to Krishna, we should listen to that flute. But where is the flute? Here we see a wonderful, wonderful picture. Actually, it's even my favorite picture. It's a wonderful picture where Krishna is playing his flute. We can just not hear it because so many anarthas. But actually, He's playing his flute. Always. But we cannot hear it because anarthas are there. But He's always playing his flute. So, but now, yes. Now, where is this flute? Where is Krishna? What we will do and where we will go. So in Vrindavan, in Dvapara Yuga, previous age, Krishna came and Krishna was playing his flute. But in the age of Kali there is no Krishna. Then how we will be attracted? How we will serve? Therefore Bhagavan Krishna came and asked, Gaura Hari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is attracting one and all by just chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So if we want to observe our dharma properly, we should run to that place where Harinam is going on. Where Mahaprabhu's Harinam is going on. So, here is Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu's Harinam is the flute tune of Bhagavan Krishna. So we should go there. And this message Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us. So what Mahaprabhu did, this is Krishna 500 years ago. Krishna came 5,000 years ago, explaining in Bhagavad Gita that everyone should serve me in that sense. But how to serve Him? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the process so that we can really become happy. So what Mahaprabhu did in the age of Kali Mahaprabhu came with his brother Nityananda Prabhu. Dui bhai Rudaya Kshali Andhakar. They dissipated the darkness in the heart. So we are human beings, but we have so much darkness in our heart. That means so much ignorance. So Mahaprabhu came with his brother Nityananda to dissipate the darkness in our heart. So what is that darkness? Someone knows? There are many things, of course, in our heart, but specifically 5 are described as to think that the body is the soul. That we discussed already. The second is material enjoyment is my goal. The third, I want to become the Lord over this world. 4, unnecessary lamentation. Everything in this world is temporary, but we lament. Everything gives temporary pleasure, but we lament when we lose it. And 5, we think that there is someone greater than Krishna. So these are the 5 types of illusion. 5 types of darkness, better say. So what Nityananda and Mahaprabhu gave us? They came 500 years ago. 2 things. Dui Bhagavata Sange Karana Sakshat Kara. They enabled us to know these 2 Bhagavatas. One is Bhakta Bhagavata and one is the book Bhagavata. So Bhakta Bhagavata is the container of rasa, mellow. So this is the dear devotee of Krishna. Krishna is Vishaya Vigraha and Bhakta is Ashraya Vigraha. So Bhakta is having love for Krishna. Krishna not. So we have to go to the Bhakta, to the devotee, to the servants of the Lord who has love of Godhead in his heart. And by getting guidance from him, serving the Lord according to his instructions, we'll get that love. He will, from his heart, it will be transferred to our heart, slowly, slowly. So he is the container of Prema Bhakti Rasa. So this Bhagavata is coming, so this Bhagavata is containing about Krishna and the devotees' loving affairs. So Srimad Bhagavatam is speaking about Krishna and the loving affairs between Krishna and his devotees. So Bhagavata is giving that message. So he's saying that Prema Bhakti, if you want to serve Krishna, you should serve with love. Spontaneously. Not that the temple president is saying, not that president is saying, I should do, just because the president is saying, therefore I should do. I don't know who is Krishna, but I'm just doing because I was told to do. So this is not spontaneous, this is not love. Some pressure is there if we do it like that. Oh, I should do, otherwise I don't get prasad. It's written here. No? Gurudev is saying, out of experience. No? So, I should do, otherwise I don't get prasad. But how the love will be developed, this is taken care by Bhakta Bhagavata. So that is very important point. A disciple, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, a disciple should not think about how to get Krishna Prema. This is the responsibility of Guru. The responsibility of the disciple is just to serve. That makes life quite easy. And Srila Prabhupada is saying in the verse I think 4.34, Tatvini Pranipatena. So in the purport he's saying the secret of success is the happiness of the spiritual master. So it's easy philosophy, simple philosophy. I should make my spiritual master happy. Then Krishna, which is in his heart, will come to my heart. So Nityananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu, they are giving us love by these two Bhagavatas, the book and the devotee Bhagavata. So then what will happen? And Krishna will be bound in our love, in our heart, bound up in our heart. So when someone is holding Krishna, when someone is having loving relationship with Krishna, is there any dukkha? Sorrow, miseries, sufferings? So I'm now speaking here theory. I'm having miseries, sufferings, dukkha. But if a pure sadhu is sitting here, what we are doing here with me sitting here, this is called bhajan. This is bhajan, this is spiritual praxis. But if a pure sadhu is sitting here, this is called Krishna Katha. That is pure Krishna Katha. Krishna is manifesting. Krishna is sitting, present. Krishna is present. Because he has love for Godhead, he has Krishna in his heart, Krishna is here. And every one of us who got this experience knows what I'm speaking about. If pure sadhu is there, Krishna is also there. So, and this person doesn't have sorrows, sorry my English is bad, miseries, lamentation, nothing is there with him. So when he speaks out of realization. So what I'm speaking, it cannot pierce the heart of you. But if sadhu is speaking here, it can enter into the heart. So that's the difference. Therefore we should pray, always pray, that sadhus are coming to us, visiting our centers, coming into our life. Because we think sometimes, oh, sadhus are less. Rarely sadhus are there, but sadhus are more. Holy persons are more. Because spiritual world is bigger than material world. So more liberated souls are there. Similarly, or to give an example, in our country, there are also some jails. So jails are less. Imprisoned people are less. People who are free are more. Similarly, sadhus are more. So many sadhus are there in the spiritual world, in the Vaikuntha planets, and conditioned souls are less. So it's not a big deal for Krishna to send the sadhus here, but because we don't have the sincere desire, therefore they are rare. So that's the reason. So no sorrow, no miseries, no sufferings are there with those who have a relationship with Krishna. So if someone has Krishna in his heart, then how fighting will be there? In the name of dharma, here Gurudev is saying jihad. In the name of religion, we go for fighting. But if one is holding Krishna in his heart, he cannot fight. He cannot kill. He can also not kill animals. Because he sees that in the heart of every living entity there is Krishna. So Yashoda Ma was binding up Krishna with the love rope. His lila is there 5,000 years ago. Krishna did such nonsense things. He was running away and Mother Yashoda was running behind. She's a little bit more heavy, so it was a little bit difficult for her. She could not bind him up. But because she had so much devotion for Krishna, so Krishna allowed Yashoda to bind him up. So she was about to cry when Krishna said, oh, my dear mother is about to cry. He could not tolerate. How can I tolerate my devotees crying? So immediately he came between the clutches of Mother Yashoda and he allowed her to be catched. So similarly, if one is having so much love for Krishna, Krishna will automatically be bound up by that love in the heart of the devotee. And this message we are getting from Srimad Bhagavatam. How to bind up Krishna in our heart. And this can be done by seva. Therefore, we should do seva for Krishna. So much seva. Earlier when I started in the temple, I was not in the dreams thinking of asking someone else to do seva. Because for me seva was just disgusting, like it was like poison. Because no rasa, no taste, nothing. But with the time we can understand that actually that's our nature, that's our dharma, that's our constitutional position to do service for the Lord. And then we can relish some happiness. And we will relish more happiness in the service in the seva for Krishna than in the seva to our own senses. So we can conclude that in order to develop love for Krishna, we have to accept these two Bhagavatas. The book Bhagavata and Bhakta Bhagavata, the devotee of the Lord. And by that all miseries, all sorrow, all lamentation will go from our heart, and we'll be able to bound up Krishna in our heart with that love. So thank you very much for listening. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadani Gaura Chanda ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. So if there are some comments, some additions, some questions, please. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Babu. So, all the souls are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God, the creator of all. And so, should he not also be happy when, like, I serve other souls, like I serve other part and parcels of him, other children of him? So that is the question. Should Krishna not also be happy when I serve other souls?
He's definitely happy if we serve the soul. That's the thing. If someone is drowning in the ocean, we are not just going and taking his cloth and the person will drown. Sorry, my English is, but you know what I mean. Ertrinken. No, we should save the person. Similarly, we should understand that we should help the soul. And that is by giving to that soul Krishna consciousness. So that will help the person. Especially to come out of this circle of rebirth. And that is real help. To help the soul not to come again in this material world. Because birth, old age then? Disease, death. Yeah, first disease, then old age, death. So these are the real miseries. And to really give help to a person is to give that person Krishna consciousness, so that that person can come out of this rebirth, eternal cycle. Yeah. So I don't know.
And how I can give to another person Krishna consciousness?
Yeah. First, we ourselves should get Krishna consciousness. Then we can give Krishna consciousness. So that is there. I have just now to think. There is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So sometimes yes, this is page 47. 47. So the thing is, sometimes it is said that Mahaprabhu wants us to be guru. Huh? Everyone should become guru, everyone should preach. But, it is 46. So, we should first ourselves become pure, actually become free from Maya. Then we can help someone coming out of Maya. If I cannot swim, how can I help someone from the drowning condition? So I should first learn to swim myself. So therefore we can share the books of Srila Prabhupada and we can act as Vatma Pradasha Guru. That we can do. Now, 26. Yes, here. Madhyam Lila 728. It is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's wish that everyone should become a Vaishnava and Guru, following the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his disciplic succession. One can become a spiritual master, for the process is very easy. One can go everywhere and anywhere to preach the instructions of Krishna. The Bhagavad Gita is Krishna's instruction. Therefore, the duty of every Vaishnava is to travel and preach the Bhagavad Gita, either in his country or foreign country. This is the test of Sparsha Mani, following in the footsteps of Narad Muni. Yeah. But actually in that purport more is said, I just did not find it, that what means Guru? You have Vatma Pradasha Guru, it is really there in the purpose. You have Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. So where we are we already on the platform being Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru, or are we more on the platform of acting as Vatma Pradasha Guru? Means to show to the newcomers, here is a pure sadhu. This kind of Guru we can act like that. And this is something wonderful. Because that person which needs help will get the help. So that we can do. When someone needs a doctor, you're not going to say, okay, show what you have. No, you will say, okay, I know there is a hospital, there is a doctor, they are qualified. So we should see where we are. So that much I can say.
Thank you, Deena Dayal Prabhu,
Hare Krishna.
for taking
Thank
the
you so
time
much for allowing us to speak.
Sharing these nice teachings of, I guess it was
It was
His Grace Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you all for your participation. Now there will be prasadam outside. I'm not sure if it will stay dry, hopefully. I guess they will serve it in the garden. And 6:15, for those of you who like to learn how to chant on japa, somebody will show it to you. Japa means to pray the Hare Krishna mantra on prayer beads. So this is something you can do at home very nicely. And of course it's a technique, so it's good to learn about it. And at 7 o'clock, then also here there will be the arati, the ceremony, and there will be more chanting and kirtan. So please continue and come again. Yes, and also small information. Next weekend we have a very special festival here in the temple, and not only in the temple, it will also happen in Geneva. 50 years ago, Srila Prabhupada, he came to Switzerland and he spent a few days in Geneva, and we are now celebrating that anniversary. We have some special guests coming, actually from tomorrow onwards. It will be His Holiness Vigna Vinashana Narasingha Swami Maharaj. He's a Prabhupada disciple, a very senior devotee of our movement, and he will also be here on Sunday. If you like to come to Geneva, the program is a little bit complicated, not complicated, but there's many programs we have. It will start Friday night and then continue on Saturday. You can find it outside of the temple room. On the left-hand side there is a poster, if you're interested to come. Here on Sunday we just have the regular program. Maharaj will be giving the class, and at 6 o'clock, instead of the mantra meditation, there will be more sharing of memories by these senior devotees. We also have His Grace Jai Gurudev Prabhu. He's also a disciple of Prabhupada who actually joined in Geneva. And then we have His Grace Rohini Sutta Prabhu, who is a Prabhupada disciple living in close to Langenthal, connected to the Langenthal temple. Yes, please come. Thank you for coming today. Hare Krishna.